Hey, Explorers. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been live, but we have a lot to talk about coming up next on our live.
On D&G Explorers. Dilly Dilly.
I'm Derek.
I'm Gregory.
Come join us on our adventures on
D&G Explorers. Dilly Dilly. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our show as Derek snorts and snoops.
the off-camera banter is always a very interesting. And I'm looking like, what's in the back there? It's a box behind us over there to your left. There's a box that you can see. One of the boxes that
see the whole
I still
room
have to go
back
through
there.
from
fine.
the move.
Here we can just. There we go. Now nobody knows the difference.
Welcome in, everyone.
Welcome.
It's been a crazy last few weeks, very interesting last few weeks. And so we have 3 different news to go over, which we will prolong because, you know, that's what you do on a YouTube channel. You prolong information. You dangle it out there and wait for people to bite it. That's a bad analogy.
Wait, what are we talking about now?
I don't know. I better shut up.
Well,
but
you always insert foot in mouth anyway.
Yeah, one of the things I want to cover is this will be a little bit later, but go ahead.
Do we want to welcome people in before we go?
This is going to excite people. My very so contain yourself. My very first cruise I went on was in 1993. It was on the Big Red Boat which was not a big red boat. It was more like a little tiny tugboat.
Didn't we
But-
already go over the big red boat?
We did, but I found when I was going through my
Oh.
paperwork, I found a daily, whatever you want to call it, from the ship.
Daily calendar
Yeah,
of
so
events.
we're gonna go over that because it's interesting to see what they had offered on in 1993. So and Premiere, although they didn't last, they were known for introducing a lot of things which cruising does nowadays. So what it is, I don't remember, but I remember watching the video, and they said Premiere was really a jump start of getting things going. So yeah, I thought that would be kind of an interesting read that we'll bring up in a little bit. But Greg, yes, hello. Let's welcome our explorers. in.
But Greg, yes, hello. Are you saying hello to me, or are you saying hello to them? Well, hello back. Yes.
Thank you.
So let's welcome everybody in. We have SC. We have Carla McClendon. We have Danny G, the spectacular supporter. Anthony Simone. Flip Flop Nation. And they say, woo. Is that Life is Good Today with a different name? I don't know.
Yes, that's very interesting.
Carla McClendon. Yep, they say, woo, Ronnie and Alma. So they must have changed their name or something's going on here.
Do you still have Life is Good Today, or are you the Flip Flop Nation? Flip Flop.
We have Jacob Herring. We welcome Tiffany Peacock, Jay Hoskins, Movie Mania Nick. Excuse me. So welcome everyone that is here so far, and hopefully we'll have many more coming in as the show goes on. But
That's
welcome
right.
everyone.
I remember Carla says on here, one of the owners of the hotel I work at, his family owned Premier Cruise Line. He sold it and bought the hotel. Yeah, very, very interesting. Did you said hi to Danny, right? Danny D, the spectacular supporter?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
Yep.
Welcome in, everyone. And I don't know if you said hi to Anthony. I usually am so focused on trying to wave that I don't realize who Greg is welcoming, because I can also see it on here who's here and who's not. But Anthony Simone, we were on Anthony's live chat Saturday.
That's right.
Yes, and we
Flip Flop Nation is my other channel. Showcase my eBay and thrifting
awesome.
and reselling. Awesome. Woo!
Where was I? My thought.
Talking about Anthony Simone.
Oh, yes.
Being on his live show.
He does go live.
it.
And I think it was Saturday night, if I remember right. Or was it Sunday? Oh, I don't remember.
I think it was Sunday. Anthony, can you tell us, please?
And he had a giveaway.
Yeah.
And we
were
won.
part of it. We won.
But we
oh
won't.
My God.
We'll show that. I think we're gonna get it by next week.
Saturday night, he said.
Saturday night. So
awesome. Thank you so much for putting us on the wheel and having us win.
Yes. And it wasn't just one gift. It was
two
gifts.
So very cool. Thank you so much, Anthony. That's very nice.
We're looking
for you to even do a giveaway.
Yes, very much so.
We get it by next Monday. Awesome.
Okay. So definitely we will share that on
and we just renewed our PO box, so I don't know where you're selling it or selling it. I don't know where you're sending it to, but we'll get it.
House.
Oh, okay, then we'll definitely get it.
we I hadn't checked the PO box in a few weeks, and I knew we renew it every 6 months, and then I got an email. Luckily, I got an email saying
pay your bill.
It was due the 30th, but they said I had to pay it by the 10th, which I paid today. So we still have the same PO box, which is always listed in the description of any video and live shows that we do. But yes, very fun last couple of weeks, life-changing events, I would say for sure. But a couple of weeks ago, we did a show on, what did we do it on, Greg?
We haven't had our show in 2 weeks, so I really don't remember. So much has happened.
So this is
we did it on The Amazing Race. It's such big news. I forgot what we're talking about.
Yes, and when we were on this trip, I practiced being in the back because we drove where we went, and I practiced being in the back seat.
You were in the back seat.
And I told Greg,
he wasn't in the back seat. He was in the front.
I'm the navigator. You're the driver, so you have to listen to me.
Uh-huh.
And listen to where I tell you to go.
Uh-huh.
It didn't help, but still.
No, it didn't help.
We were practicing
because I knew where I was going. So there you go.
So one of our big announcements is, and Greg is still fighting me on this, so I
guess
it's not as
fighting.
big as it is.
We're attempting.
Yes, we're going to create a video to apply for the Amazing Race. Now, the only thing is we're not sure when it is, because the one for this year they actually stopped taking applications end of March, and it's going to be filming in May and June of this year. So that probably will. I don't know if that means it's going to be next year is when they're going to show it.
Probably.
So we're not sure exactly when the next window of when they're going to be doing filming. But if you watch the current season, they say on there,
go for it with a bunch of exclamation marks.
They say in every episode on the current season, they bring up the casting for the Amazing Race. And we've been binge watching all the different shows.
I will say you've been watching more because you've had the time. He's been staying up late. I'm like, I don't have time for that. I have to go to bed because I get up early in the morning, and he gets up later. Ryan Donahue, welcome. RobFuz, welcome. And we're talking in unison.
RobFuz, congratulations. He just hit the 10,000 subscriber
mark. Awesome.
Yes,
congratulations.
So, Rob, you're a moderator. If you want to post the link of the video, that really helped your channel out a lot so people can check it out. But he does a lot of different things. He works with Bon Jovi too.
I know that.
Yeah, he does. He did, like when they did the cruises with Bon Jovi, he was on there with them. And I think he's going to be participating when Bon Jovi does his tour this year, because he's celebrating like is the 40th year of Bon Jovi. Yeah, so congratulations, Rob. That 1 million views on the video today. That's awesome. Is amazing. So congratulations on that.
He said you guys are perfect for the Amazing Race. From North to Neverland. Welcome in. Hi everyone, tuned in at the right moment. Yes, try out. Nautical Nurse Nancy, welcome.
Thank you so much. You're right.
Yeah.
Are your fingernails falling off or something?
No, I had like something like stuck, or I don't know if I know what it is. I had a little cut on my finger, and it was feeling weird from the scab. I was like, what is that? But okay. Danny D, the spectacular supporter, is here and laughing. And Jay Hoskins, hiya at Nautical Nurse Nancy. So welcome. So we've gone over.
Did you let Jay know that we got those prints that he sent us?
I did let him know. Good. Yes, and thank you again, Jay, for the print. Jay sent us a bunch of really cool prints that we're going to use for different purposes. We want to put them in frames and use them. Some of them we might be using in the backdrop here.
Yep. I mean, right now it's there. You can see my Dizney. Let me raise this so you can see.
Some of it, it's a mixture. It's ours. It's both of ours.
It's ours. That's my wall back there.
Wow. Okay. We're not going to get into this right now.
That's Scrooge McDuck.
Let's see here. It's silly. Huh? Did I miss something? Here is the million. Oh, the video is silly. Okay, awesome.
Oh, cool. He put the link in there. Awesome. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you doing that.
Rachel says hi. We're video chatting. Welcome, Tiffany Peacock. We just saw that you were on here, and welcome, Rachel, as you're watching. And Noah, welcome.
It sounds like it's a herd attack. Disney Nerd Herders go on right before us, and they are in the Magic Kingdom right now.
I don't think everybody wants to see me like my eye.
Here, I'm gonna get it.
No, I'm okay.
Okay, I'll be happy to do that.
I'm sure all too much.
Yes. So, real quick before we go into our next news, our next big announcement.
Should we? What? I don't understand that new language that you're saying.
We'll do that. Okay, we'll do that now.
It's silly. My video hit 1 million views. I posted it like 3 years ago, and you never know. That's right, you never know.
Yeah.
Doesn't
No,
it have
let's hold off. We have to hold off on
Okay,
that one.
All right.
Okay, so Greg and I's first cruise together was on the Disney Dream in 2016, September 2016. And my first cruise was a Disney cruise. Premier Cruise Line was the official cruise line of Walt Disney World back in the 90s, before the cruise line, Disney Cruise Line was sailing. And right after that, they went into Warner Brothers, I believe. They were doing Warner Brothers on the ship after Disney left them. But I thought it was interesting because if you look at this, hopefully I don't mess it up, in the middle of the boat, you can see the Mickey Mouse silhouette, the Mickey Mouse head.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah. So this paper, there's actually only 2 pages, but it was a 3-night cruise because it was a 7-day package. We spent 4 nights, my cousin and I. We spent 4 nights we stayed at the Caribbean Beach Resort, and then we went on the cruise. We might have done it vice versa. I think we did it vice versa.
Welcome, more sunshine,
Welcome,
please.
Jim. Thank you
Season's
so much
greetings,
for joining
Jim.
us.
Can we get a little bit more sunshine, please?
But I always wonder, like, I'll be honest, first night I was throwing up. The first experience, I get motion sickness and I threw up. It was horrible. I didn't even know how I survived, but it was nonstop all night long. And I don't remember the ship. I found on one of the websites, they actually have this
probably a blur.
Yeah. I just remember we were next to the Carnival ship in Nassau, and our ship was tiny, and they were like massive above. But I found the deck plans of the ship, which I had no recollection of what they even had there. But they did have it. This is a day we went to Port Lacaya, which is one of the Bahamian islands. And so just some of the things they have here, I thought it was kind of interesting. Like from 6 to 7:30, they had early risers, coffee and Danish. Woo. 7:30 was breakfast is served in the main seating. So they had a main dining room.
This is back in
93.
Oh, okay.
This date was May 28th, 1993. So
you can see how the menus have changed. They give you a lot more food now.
That's 31 years ago.
Just
almost 31 years ago. They did have a buffet breakfast by the pool, a satellite cafe. They had it from 7:30 to 10:30. They also had beauty salons there because from 8 to 11, the beauty salon is open to book appointments for salon and massage. A message.
You can get a beauty salon appointment with a message.
They had duty-free shops on board. 8:45 late seating for breakfast. They had a photo gallery there because they had Shooting Star Photo Gallery. Port Lacaya was apparently that was a day we did the dolphins. It was a tendering port, so I do remember going that now as it pops in my head. The dolphin experience was amazing. Unfortunately, Greg,
you remember that?
I remember that, yeah. Who doesn't remember touching a dolphin? It's kind of like an olive is the best way to describe the texture of their skin.
Unfortunately, Greg, what?
You and I we had planned to do a dolphin excursion on the Disney Fantasy.
Yeah.
We had to cancel it. Carnival Cruise Addicts, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Netherlands, the same year for me too. I was 16. My mom took us. They also had a huge buffet last night, midnight in the dining room, full of carvings. I don't remember that. But awesome. I think you went around the same time I did.
How was that? I don't remember that.
They had a Big Dipper ice cream parlor. They had afternoon tea and cakes. So that was a thing back then.
They still have afternoon tea time.
They did have
tea time
at 2:30 and 3:30. They had a photo opportunity with our Disney friends. Don't ask me what they were because I don't remember taking any pictures with any Disney characters on the ship.
Wow, this was just a blur for him.
It was. They had
there's probably pictures around here somewhere on the internet. You never know.
They had a sail away family cash bingo. Win big bucks at the numbers game. Fun for the entire family.
Now, I wonder how much big bucks was considered back in, what, 96, you said?
This was 93.
Or 93?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Even better.
Yep. This was the last night. So let's see if they have anything else, because they talk about a landing briefing for Port Canaveral, because it went out of Port
A
Canaveral.
landing brief?
Like when you come to port and what you have to do.
Oh, okay.
The Lucky Star Casino was open at 5:30, it was open at 5:30. Dinner started at 6 in the main dining room, and then 8:15 for the late showing. So dinner is served. A salute to America the Beautiful and Walt Disney World, a bounty of American masterpieces you'll talk about for years. I don't remember.
Well, those years were short-lived, if you don't remember. There you go.
They had dance and listen to the music of Enterprise. So whoever they were, apparently they were good. They also had Legends in concert.
Oh, gosh.
Don't remember that.
I wonder who the legends were back then.
I don't know. They had big Bahama Derby horse racing. Come catch the ponies run. Lots of fun for the whole families.
Thought you said something else, but you said horse. Okay.
And the drink specials were mint juleps, which fit with horse racing.
Yeah, but they're not alcoholic, though.
Yeah, they are.
Mint juleps?
I thought they are.
They're...
Oh, maybe not. And then they have Long Island iced tea, and then they have Bahama Mamas.
Well, the mint juleps we've always had were at Dizney, and those were definitely non-alcohol. So maybe they do make them with alcohol, which they'd probably probably use vodka for them. I love my vodka.
And then here we go. Yes, here it is. 12 o'clock midnight. They had a buffet magnifique. It's the ultimate culinary pageant that won us awards and recognition. Our executive chef and his staff present a picture in food, an extravaganza unequaled anywhere.
Extravaganza!
This display is so impressive. It will be highlighted from 12 a.m. to 12:30 for camera fans. Even if you can't eat another bite, come take a peek at the best buffet in cruising today. I don't remember that.
So,
I don't
remember anything really.
Yeah, I was
from
probably
that.
in bed.
Yeah, it's probably all a blur. It's just fun to see how it is back then versus now. Glad my mom was the OG vlogger and video taped so much we still watch the VHS today. You should move them to DVD and make them digital so that you could save them, because VHS unfortunately won't last forever. The quality depreciates over time.
The one thing, I don't know when the ship docked. It says sunrise was 6:24. Oh, here we go. Disembarkation will be at 9:30 a.m. But it says from 7:30 gift shop open for last minute purchases, souvenirs only, which is kind of interesting because once you're in port now, you can't buy anything. So I wonder
things changed
over time. Yeah.
Well, they did.
And the cruise bingo, they had cruise bingo on the day they were in port, and you could win a free cruise for 2.
Don't they do that now?
Not on the day you leave disembarkation.
Wait, you said the day you're in port, but you didn't say the day that you leave.
This is the day you get off the ship.
Oh, wow.
They had at 8 a.m. of the day you got off the ship.
Yeah, bingo right before you leave.
Yeah, so you can win it. They also had movies in the theater. Do you know what movies were playing, Greg?
Oh, boy. In 93?
Yeah.
Jurassic Park would probably be one of them.
No, I'll just tell you. Batman Returns.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then Chaplin. That was with
Robert Downey Jr.
Yep. And then A Few Good Men.
Oh, wow.
Please note, R-rated films will only be showed after 10 p.m. Mercury Theater is located on the Continental Deck. I had no idea they had a movie theater there.
A Few Good Men was probably the only rated R movie, I think.
Yeah.
I think Chaplin was rated R.
Oui.
My son has been trying to get us to change it over. I guess I need to start packing. I leave for Alaska in 7 hours. What?
Jay,
thank you for joining us. If you want to just keep it in the background, you're more than welcome to. If you have to go, that's fine as well. Travel Adventures with Eric B. Welcome.
Eric, you have to let us know as our
Oh my
outside
gosh.
cat comes running
Well,
by.
he's not outside anymore.
He let us know.
Shaggy.
Did you in Seattle a few weeks ago? Did you ever go to the Old Stove Brewery?
Brewery.
That's a hard word to say. And if you did, let us know.
Pepper Treeville, welcome. Hey guys, we've been stealth this afternoon as we make apricot habanero jam.
The boys, they are a little bit further north of us in the Bay Area. Oh my God, I can't even say that.
In the Bay Area? Okay, so you're in a different era than us.
They go live on Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and they always have an amazing show. They are a well-produced show, unlike ours, which
oh my gosh,
Greg usually has no idea until I tell him this is what we're talking about.
Oh my gosh. We do our show and they do their show, and we all have fun with our shows.
Exactly. We are who we are. From North to Neverland. Have fun, Jay. We leave in a month.
Batch coming up now. Ooh.
They're on RCL. Brilliance, RCL. Huh. Brilliance of the Seas? That's interesting. I didn't know. I'm usually the one that creeps on different people's cruises. I usually find out where they're at just to see it. It's just, to me, kind of interesting. And Eric didn't make it to Pike's Place. We really enjoyed it there. We
have to go next time. It's definitely worth it.
We are in the process of releasing the vlogs. I actually wanted to work on that today and get one out, but I didn't have enough memory. So I spent this afternoon deleting different things to have room to put the next video out. But yeah, so that will be coming up very, very soon. So Greg, the time is about 5:30.
Half hour almost. Yeah. Do we want to have we haven't had a dilly yet.
We will, but okay, we'll have a dilly. So we
our friends gave us Corbel champagne.
Now the unique thing about Corbel is champagne is, they can only call it champagne if it comes from a certain area in France. But they brought over a machine, or they did certain processing that it's an American one. In fact, they make it north of, is it in Guerneville, Greg? Still? It's either north of that
area.
It's in the area of Guerneville. We did a tour of it. Woo! We did a tour of it.
Are those cleaned?
Yes. They might not look like it, but I washed them. We did a tour of it. Oh my gosh, Carnival Cruise Addicts, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dilly.
Yes, for that $5 super chat.
So we got these nice glasses with the Disneyland or Disney World castle on it, with our names engraved as a gift.
Yep, our friends Mike.
Yeah, they gave us these nice glasses.
Yes, so we are going to celebrate. But Corbel is a really cool winery. Gosh, I can't even think of what it was called. But do we want to do announcement number 2? Because this is number 3. You want to do number 2?
Hold on, let me pour.
Oh yeah, we got to wait for that. So a little bit about Corbel. We did the tour 3 years ago. We actually had some flutes. We had some flutes that have Corbel etched in there. Unfortunately, I was gonna put it was like a little curio box on the wall that like smaller things that you could put shot glasses in there.
I gave him an A for effort.
Well, I didn't. It wasn't secure in the wall. It fell down. It hit where I had the glasses, and then the glasses fell, and one of them broke. Renee Overback, welcome. So they just got off from the Carnival Firenze, and they are hanging out in Temecula. So they're going to be there for a couple of days. So are we doing this one now instead of that?
Sure, we'll just do this. So dilly, everybody. Dilly.
So, all right. So we're going to change what we were going to do. So the reason why, I didn't drink. The reason why we were gone last week and the week before that, Cheryl, one deck down. I think it's your birthday. I think it is. Happy birthday for you. Greg and I, which we've always been kind of hush about us, we decided to do something big. You can't see yours.
There we go.
We decided to tie the knot.
Married.
Yes.
We got married.
And we did it in San Francisco. We did it a couple of weeks ago. And we're normally very, very private in terms of we don't mention it, because our mindset is you should like us for who we are. And we don't want the stigma of, so yeah, those gay guys. We're who we are. And so we decided to do it, which was a big step for us.
Yes.
Because I never thought I would be married. I'll be honest. Greg and I have been together for 16 years. 16 years, which is a very long time.
Yep.
And
doesn't seem like it.
No, time goes by too quick.
About it, but for someone like us, yes.
Yes. And we I'll be honest. A lot of our friends.
Thank you, Carl and Cheryl.
Have passed away, and the person we were like when we were on our last cruise, which was a Carnival Celebration. While we were on that cruise, we found out the landlord that we were renting from, he passed away, and that really we had already planned. We didn't have a date set yet, although we were already engaged. We didn't have a date set yet when we were going to do it. But I think it put even more importance of setting a date of when we were going to do it. We
had something set up where we were going to do it. What is it now? 3 years ago. 3 years ago. So we pushed it off, and so now it's been 3 years. So thank you. More sunshine, please, from North to Neverland. Renee, thank you so much. I don't know if I'm missing anybody. Just Noah, thank you, everybody, for your support. And actually, this is where the glasses came from, because our friends gave them to us for a wedding gift.
Mike and David did that. Mike was the witness. I didn't want to do something big.
Mike and David and our other friend from up north was our witness as well.
Yes, but Mike was the official one on there. I didn't want a big ceremony. We were going to get married at the city hall here, but rest in peace, Sir Gary of the Beaches.
Yes.
He's recommended that we get married at San Francisco City Hall.
And it was beautiful there.
It was very nice.
Hand carved inside, hand carved stone, high ceilings with cathedral looking ceilings. It was just beautiful.
And they said there was no guarantee. They had private rooms, and then they also had the rotunda.
Yep.
And there was no guarantee. Oh my,
Anthony, thank you so much.
Really nice of you.
Dilly, thank you.
Yes, I really appreciate the love and support.
Yes.
Dilly.
We really wanted the rotunda, which is this beautiful grand staircase, and we ended up getting it.
Yes,
we actually saw the person that was marrying us walk by us, and I don't know if you said, I wonder if he's going to marry us.
I did, yeah. He reminded me of, like, he should have been in Harry Potter with the gown that he was wearing.
And then he goes, well, I'll meet you guys at the rotunda, or he said, you're going to be at the rotunda, I'll meet you there. I was like, oh my gosh, that's what we wanted. I said, thank you. So
yeah, I actually have
I think forces were in work that things worked out for us.
This is the picture of what the city hall looks like from the outside of it. It's I didn't realize the little gold thing. This is like what you would see in England, where they have the fancy buildings with like the gates outside. But that's where they have that. Danny is her brother is getting married, and they're going through a lot of the stuff, the planning on it. So,
awesome.
Yeah, didn't think my big bro would be getting married, but found his lovely soon-to-be fiance. So happy for her. She's a Swedish woman, and she's so kind to me about my disability.
Awesome.
Yes. So that's cool. I know you're very happy about that, and that's awesome that you can like your in-laws.
Yep.
Eric says, y'all great. Doesn't matter, straight, gay, or whatever. Good people are Or, oh my gosh, I see the good people. That's all that matters. Even if you like the Bills.
Oh wow!
Eric
Don't
is a
put that
Miami.
against us, please.
Eric is a Miami Dolphins fan.
Oh my gosh, Carla McClendon, thank you so much for the $20
Thank
super
you so
chat.
much, Carla.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mercy
Carla-
Rodriguez, welcome.
Carla McClendon was on the West Coast. Correct me if I'm wrong. Were you on the Firenze on the West Coast? Because I thought I saw some pictures of you on Facebook. Mercy Rodriguez, welcome in. We had a few announcements. One about the amazing race.
We love you no matter what, Greg and Derek. Thank you so much. Thank you. Dilly to everybody.
Thank you.
Danny D, the spectacular supporter. I know that throughout the years, we haven't really brought anything up, and we've seen comments, from people that we haven't even seen them on here since then, but they would ask certain things and we would just kind of brush over it because we didn't want to make that the focus. Our focus was just to have fun, meet good people, and share our adventures and our good times with everybody. And that's what we're going to continue to do.
Yep.
But this is a big part of our life, and we did want to let everybody know that we did get married and that we're very happy. And
life is too short.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it is to protect people. But
it does mean a lot that we did get married.
Yes. When the landlord passed away, and not too long after Gary passed away, those hit me hard. Then probably I'm gonna get a little emotional. And you realize life is too short, and you got to be happy. You can't be afraid. And we said, I need to protect him. If something happens to me
or me,
he needs to be there. Yes. So
God,
we did that
for both of us.
You don't know what's going to happen. So you have to be thankful for what you do.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. But we are who we are. We don't really talk about it. We want to be known for us.
It's just part of us. That's all.
Correct.
And we're just like everybody else. Much love, Carnival Cruise Addicts. Welcome. I don't know if we said welcome earlier, but thank you very much again.
The super chat.
You are so right. Life is way too short. Excuse me.
And we did. We went to one of the. Okay. Go back up. So first of all, we have about 22 minutes left before our chat. We might go a little bit longer.
Before our chat.
And sorry, we might go a little bit longer, but
because we're not chatting, we haven't been chatting this whole time.
We had 4 cruises booked for this year. One of them was changed by Virgin,
and they were all cut this year.
Yeah, Virgin, which was February, that was canceled because of one of the ships that they had wasn't ready for yet, so they moved it away from us. Our honeymoon was supposed to be on the Symphony of the Seas, which was our 3rd time we've canceled the Symphony of the Seas.
It's like we're not supposed to go on that ship. We will go on that ship.
Yes,
even if it's the smallest ship in the world by then.
That was originally our group cruise, our first group cruise that we had planned. That went by the wayside. And then we were going to go with some of our other friends that were going on it. And then that cruise got moved to a different cruise.
The Virgin.
That was the second one. No, It got moved to the Discovery Princess. And then things happened on that one. Canceled. And we went on the Virgin.
But we did keep the Virgin. We moved it. And we are getting at least, I think it's $1,600 altogether combined with the sailor loot, the tab. Cruise credit, the bar tab. It equals to $1,600 that Derek and I get to share with each other on anything we want on the ship. So that's a lot to have to share to use on a cruise ship. So it's not all going to go to drinking. And I wanted to say, I know there's a lot of regulars in here, but for those of you who might not be familiar with other channels in here, if you're a creator, please put creator in there. Please and if share you're not familiar with that, check those channels out. Show some love and support for each other. If you are new to us, please subscribe, hit the like button. So we had that one, and then we had a group cruise again, our second group cruise on the NCL Joy. Guess what? got
That got
canceled.
canceled. So I don't think we're destined to do group cruises
Things will happen when they're supposed to
ready.
happen.
And then
Even if it's a get-together cruise, it'll
Yeah.
still be a group. So it's a group cruise.
and then we technically still have one in the books, the Sun Princess, which is the first 7-night cruise.
But that one's being canceled too.
We can't make that one. There's no way we're going to do that one. We really wanted to go on the Sun Princess too, because they have
We'll do it one day.
they have a 5-night cruise before ours. So we're not going to be able to hit that one. So we had a lot of them different one canceled. So Gregory and I were thinking, well, let's work. What can we do? What can we go to? And what places are special to us? I actually proposed to Greg in Las Vegas, in New York hotel at Gonzalez y Gonzalez.
Yep.
And we thought, you know, that's a special place. Why don't we go back to there? And as luck would have it, I had 4 nights comped, so that really helped. And
it really did help.
Yeah, and we were able to do. We went back to the place. We sat in the same
table.
booth.
Yep.
And but we did that. We ate at a steakhouse called Gallagher's. We did that on the final night, and then we haven't done a lot of shows lately, but we saw the
Awakening.
Yeah, it's at the Wynn.
It took place of Le Rêve,
and
which was a water show. So in the middle, there was a big circle that was full of water. That's actually, they cleared all that out and they put a huge hydraulic system stage in there.
Yeah.
In place of that pool.
The shows are completely different.
Yeah.
Completely
it's beautiful.
different.
It was a beautiful show.
I did like Le Rêve better. Le Rêve is my favorite show of all time of any shows in Vegas.
Dewey Ski, welcome.
Welcome, Dewey.
Pop nights are always the best, yes.
But Le Rêve, or sorry, Awakenings, really enjoyed it. And I really liked the music, because the music was kind of like, I'm an 80s. I was growing up in the 80s, and the electronic music and the music they played, the electronic music they had, it was really cool, and it was kind of silly at times. They had 2 little sidekicks that were hilarious.
It had a good story to it. We're not gonna go into it, but
it was worth it.
It was worth. I would watch it again. You know, if we went with someone, which I'm sure we'll go with other people that have never seen it, and if they want to watch it, I think we're both on board to see it again.
Yes. Sorry, I need to write something down before I forget.
You're like,
I know.
But I haven't been to Vegas in what in the world? You're all over the place. I haven't been to Vegas, I think, in 2 years. So it's been a while. So a lot of things have changed. Tropicana closed already, which I already knew about that. They closed recently, and they're already deconstructing the building. They don't know if they're going to implode it or not, but they are tearing that thing apart. It's sad. I mean, I've never walked in there, but it was a big part of Vegas for a lot of people. They had a lot of good memories over the years.
Yeah, I think I went into the Tropicana once, because it's right on the corner. If you guys are familiar or not familiar with Las Vegas, there's New York on one corner, crosses the MGM. Across from that was Tropicana, and then on the other side of that is Excalibur. That's in the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Tropicana Ave, which will be interesting because it's still going to be called Tropicana Ave, but there won't be the Tropicana there anymore.
Are you sure they're going to keep it with the name? I would think they should, just to honor it.
I would. And that's where they're building the new stadium for the Oakland A's. They're going to build it right on that corner.
So they're going to have 3 stadiums basically in a vicinity. It's almost going to be like a triangle of sorts, because you got the Raiders, then you have the Knights,
Arena,
and then you have the new baseball stadium. So it's going to be like an oblong triangle-ish shape if you were to connect the dots.
And so I always wonder,
that's crazy.
Where are they going to park the airplanes that go to Area 51? That's what I want.
They're not going to take any of that room. They'll still be there, which is weird because it's not far from the airport. But that's also
at
cool.
The airport.
It's basically at the airport. It's like at the edge of the airport, basically.
It's on 35 acres, so that the stadium will be on 35 acres. And yeah, there are planes that go to Area 51s. They're white and they have red
They're
stripes
unmarked, basically.
and they have no insignia. But if you look it up, you'll see pictures of those planes. Because every time I go there, I'm stupid. I'm like, oh, there's the
That's
planes.
not stupid.
But we saw one flying over. I was like so excited. I was trying to take pictures of it, but yeah, I was not an alien. I would never be good trying to take pictures of aliens.
We did drive to Vegas, so I drove because I don't drive that much. I work from home. Derek drives a lot, so I treat him. I'm like, I drive 6 hours there and 6 hours back.
And that's where I was on the back seat as we practiced
You
for
were
the
in the
amazing
back seat.
race.
He was a passenger driver, and the front passenger seat is what he was. We have our little things that we like to do, our few stops along the way that are really fun and nice to go to.
We stop in Bakersfield to go to Starbucks.
Yeah.
We stop at Eddie World.
Billy Russell Travels, welcome.
Thank you for joining.
Janet Airline is what it's called, I guess, is what
yes,
saying.
That is it. Yes,
awesome.
That is it.
Thank you, Nurse Nancy. We really appreciate that. We love you. We love everybody here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We stop at a place called Eddie World, which is just east of Barstow.
It's like a giant sundae cone, like a ice cream cone that you would eat.
A sundae with the cherry on top.
Well, when I think of a sundae, I think of the banana boat with the 3 scoops of ice cream. But this is a sundae. This is a sundae on a ice cream cone. But it's really fun.
It's really a water tower out there.
No worries, Nancy.
But it's in a place called Yermo, which is, if you guys have ever driven, there's a place called Susie. Is it
Susie Q's?
Is it Susie
It's
Q's?
an old diner.
It's a 50s diner.
They have a couple old diners out there, I think.
Yeah, it's
I've never eaten that.
So you leave Barstow, you pass Susie Q's, and less than 6 miles from Barstow, you run into Yermo.
It's like those diners you see like in an old Western movie or old town out in the middle of nowhere, and you're like, how do they get their food there?
Yeah, they have a ghost town out there.
But it's there.
Calico Ghost Town, which is up in the hills. And for the men, I don't know what the women have. That'd be kind of interesting to see what the women have.
Oh my God. I don't think it would be interesting in this aspect.
They have a urinal there. It's really clean bathrooms. They have a urinal with a little TV monitor.
It's a game.
As you are.
So basically, you're you're peeing, and as you pee,
you score points.
It must have sensors or something, but you get points for stuff. Who makes this stuff up?
Nancy Fields, welcome in.
Welcome. And she's coming in right when we're talking about peeing and getting points from a urinal screen. Okay.
But it's a cool place because they have different restaurants there. They have ice cream. They have a lot of candy that you can buy in packages.
Coffees, ice cream, food,
dried fruit,
of
nut
stuff.
Yeah, it's a good little resting area. Yes, it was kind of
weird. It is weird. Yes, I've never seen it anywhere else, and I probably never will.
I was going through pictures just a few hours ago, and I was seeing pictures of Nancy and Daniel with us.
Okay. I didn't know where you were going with that because we're talking about the urinals with the points, and you're like, I was looking through pictures. Okay, did you take a picture of how many points you got?
Right.
We do also have something else to go over because something came up that we just could not pass up. It's a little different for us. I'm kind of iffy about it, but we'll see.
Okay,
but go ahead.
Let's kind of conclude the last thing about us announcing that we got married. We've had always says it doesn't really matter if we get married. It's just a piece of paper.
But it's not.
It actually feels a whole lot more. It feels like you have more responsibility.
It feels more complete and connected.
Complete. And so it does feel different from doing that. Poor Nancy's sick after her cruise. I wonder, were you
I hope you feel better.
Were you also on the Firenze? Oh no, poor thing.
I don't know if you. I don't know if they do anything different now, but if you want to get tested just to make sure you didn't have COVID. But yeah, drink lots of fluids and get lots of rest.
I'm sure she didn't think that she should be doing.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Dr. Greg is here.
Nancy, you know I care. So yes, lots of fluids, lots of rest.
So we canceled, like I said, this year, 4 cruises were canceled. Well, I'm not bragging, but on the celebration last year, I lost $1,800 at least.
I don't think you want to
$1,800.
brag
No,
about
I'm not bragging.
losing the money.
But the intent is that was our 3rd Carnival cruise. Would I get offers? One, I did, like by the second and last
Dr.
day,
Craig.
I did earn free drinks in the casino. That helped. And I was thinking, okay, am I going to get offers? Am I going to get offers? Well, when I started getting offers from Carnival, I was getting offers to go to Australia. And I'm thinking, what? Why am I going to go to Australia?
We would love to go to Australia someday.
Yes, but that wasn't, the
Just
cost
stay
of
away
just
from the
flying
dogs
over
by
there.
spiders.
Yeah, and I don't know how you could, you have to fly like 57 hours just to get there. I'm kidding. You don't have, it's not that long of a flight, but it's a long
If
flight.
Japan is like 15 hours away, Australia should not be that much longer.
So Nancy tested twice. She was on the Firenze and no COVID, so that's good.
Awesome.
Russell losing money, free cruise. So yes, so I got an offer. So for a
inside cabin, Carnival,
free cruise inside cabin, Carnival. It's a 7-nighter. Free drinks in the casino
on the Carnival
Firenze, which really surprised me.
Which is what
Nancy?
No, Nancy wasn't on the Firenze.
Nancy Fields was. She just said it.
No, well, I'm sorry. Nancy Fields was, but Renee was also on the Firenze.
Yes, correct.
So I hope you guys liked it. We're looking forward to it. It's kind of a new ship because they redid it from it was from the French, right?
Yep.
French ship?
No, Italian.
Or Italian?
Yeah.
French ship.
It was originally a Costa Cruise Line ship, and it was built in 2021 when it joined their fleet.
What was it called?
Costa.
Okay.
Carnival owns Costa. Carnival owns
cruising
a few different cruise lines. Like Princess is owned by Carnival, and Costa is one of the ones. But with COVID, Carnival actually got rid of a few ships in their fleet. They had 27 ships before COVID, but then they retired some of their ships, and they added 2. They added the Firenze, and for the life of me, it starts with an L, I believe, but I can't think of the other one that they released, launched a little bit like a month ago out of New York. So one's East Coast, one's West Coast. And now there's 27 ships back in Carnival's fleet. So they're...
I'm glad you keep track of this because I can't.
So what does a free cruise mean, and how much does a free cruise actually cost?
And Nancy Fields is asking, when are you all going on Firenze?
Venezia. Thank you, Ryan. It's Venezia. And okay, thank you. They're all saying it. There is no L in Venezia, but I'll call it Le Venezia.
Wow.
So there is an L now.
California Cruiser. Welcome.
Thank you. We met her on the Radiance on Honey's birthday cruise.
That was a while back, but welcome. And
maybe I'll think in Luminessa.
Nancy's saying, when are you all going on Firenze?
So we are going. We were hoping to do a Halloween. Halloween.
I'd like to know what that entails for a holiday.
Ben from Pepper Tree Villa. Thank you so much.
Ben, welcome.
No worries, Ben. Much love to you. It's been a while since we've been able to chat, but hope you're doing well.
Oh, paying invoices is not fun.
We're going, so that didn't work out with my work. We are going September 21st through September 28th, a 7-night cruise.
Which is right before his birthday.
Yes, my birthday is September 29th.
But we're going to celebrate his birthday on the cruise.
Yes. So we got an inside cabin, and we have...
Never done an inside cabin?
We've...
Together, anyway.
No, I've only done the first one. And we've
on the big red boat.
Yeah. But we are on the Lido deck. We are the very first room on the inside cabin. So if we get a little bit freaked out, we can go running out onto the Lido deck where all the restaurants are. We're right behind.
We're right by the food.
We're right behind Tomodoro, I think. No, not Tomodoro. There's a bar, and then there's
Girl 326. Welcome.
There's Java Cafe next to that too. We're on the Java Cafe is on the other side. We're on the...
Oh my gosh, are you directing traffic?
Yeah, go down left 15 feet, jump out, and...
jump out! You'll end up in the water.
Yes. Surfer Girl 326, welcome in. Thank you so much. Another part of the
Welcome,
herd
Kurt.
attack.
Welcome.
Firenze is a beautiful ship, so we are looking forward to it. It's going to be a different experience.
Nancy said it was okay. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I know it's different for everybody, so maybe you didn't have as good of an experience because you started to not feel well. I don't know. California Cruiser seemed to like it, so that's good. And maybe if you get another chance to go on it, Nancy, you might like it more too.
North Neverland asks, is there a big difference between the newer ships and Italian style ships?
Holly Ayers, welcome.
Welcome, Holly.
No worries, Holly.
The newer ships have about 6,000 passengers on it. The Firenze is considered a Vista class ship, and there's about 4,000 passengers on it. So there is a difference in size just from that. They don't have everything which the newer big ships have. There is no Shack's Chicken. Is that the name of it? Big Shack? Shack's Chicken?
Shack's Chicken, yeah.
There is no the Blue Iguana. And there is no Red Pub Frog and Blue. Is it the Blue Iguana tequila bar
frog.
or something like that? Yeah.
There's no Red Frog?
No, but
they have stuff in place of it.
Yes, like Tomodoro is a place where they have a Mexican and Italian food, and you can get your breakfast burritos that you would normally get at the Blue Iguana.
We
you can
get our breakfast burritos there.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Nancy's going on it again 2 more times. So you have 2 more times to like this ship.
Yes. So we're excited. There is a chicken shack. Yes.
And when are you going? Are you going maybe when we go?
That would be nice.
That would be cool.
It's a chicken shack. And correct me if I'm wrong. I think the chicken shack, they change it to, they call it the breakfast shack at times. And they kind of changed the theme of it. Yes. But there is a chicken shack, which I know for sure they have because I watched a vlog, they have the chicken, the fries that are like shacks.
Chicken fries?
The fries, they look like thin pieces of bacon, but they're French fries, which is what Shacks has.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. So
Dewey wants to try it as well.
So the hope,
if you can go and we go, that'd be cool too.
Yeah, the hope, if everything lines up.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
That
would be cool.
I was hoping on September 29th, which is a Sunday,
which is his birthday.
I'm hoping the schedule for the NFL, I think, is coming out tomorrow.
This would be awesome.
I will know if the Buffalo Bills are playing home on September 29th.
We could try to go see this game.
I've been a Bills fan since 1975.
And you got me hooked on them too.
Yes, 1975. Their stadium opened, I believe, it was either 1971 or 73. It might be 71.
It would be awesome to see a home game.
I've never seen a home stadium in Buffalo. I've seen the Bills play. Greg and I have seen the Bills play a couple times. LA, San Francisco.
Against the Raiders, wasn't it?
You saw them against the Rams and the Bills. I saw them against the Raiders. I saw them twice. Against the Niners twice. You saw them against the Niners once. So we've seen them.
Right. We went Southern and Northern California.
Yeah. And my hope is if the Bills are playing home, I already looked, I can get flights out of Long Beach, fly to Buffalo on Southwest, which will be the cheapest option, see the Bills game on Sunday, fly home to Long Beach on Sunday, and then Monday.
Whoa.
Monday.
Wow.
Monday.
You know how tired we're going to be? We just saw the Bills game, now we're flying home, and we got to go to work next day.
Yes. So in a perfect world that aligns with everything, that's what I'm hoping for. Saying that, the Bills will probably have a bye week and they're not playing that week, so we'll
and
see.
We want to go,
but I'm sorry. That were you gonna say? I'll let you say what you're gonna say.
Say it, and I'll tell you if I was gonna say
the Bills are building a new stadium.
Yes, I was gonna say it.
So this year and next year are the last 2 seasons in this stadium, and I
the
figure
original
next
stadium
season is going to be harder to get those tickets because people are going to be sentimental. Which I'm sentimental. I want to see a game in there, not first time in the new stadium. So, and they're building it in the parking lot, basically, of where their current stadium is. And that is going to open in 2026 season. So I want to see it this year if it works out. So hopefully that would align. Yeah. So that would be a very nice birthday gift if they do that.
We did not have any more trips planned for this year, so this cruise came out of nowhere, out of left field, and Derek's like, yeah, we got to book it. So we at least got to do a cruise one time this year.
Yes.
Was totally unplanned. It just happened, and we're like, we're going to take advantage of this, because really it's only about $500 or so with your cruise taxes and fees.
Sorry,
and all
I never
that.
caught the cost on it.
Split between us would even be cheaper.
Well,
plus, you get free drinks while you're playing in the casino.
Yeah. So I never finished how much it was for a free cruise.
I could play a penny machine and get a drink while I'm in the casino, and it's going to be free.
Well, there could be a little problems with that because there is no bar in the casino, so you have to wait for the people to come around. And from what I understand,
that's gonna there was a catch.
They're very slow coming around, but
because they want you to play and put that money in.
By September, they might have their kinks sorted out. But so what does a free cruise cost? So those of you who are just joining, I'm using a free inside cabin.
Oh, hold on. Surfer Girl said, Derek, are you trying to do a Hail Mary with all those hand gestures?
Obviously you have to put some money down to reserve it. So I had to put $200 down, $100 for each of us.
And it's non-refundable.
Non-refundable.
And you can't cancel once you book it.
Well, you can cancel, but you're out of $200.
Yeah.
That $200 is turned over into onboard credit. So you got $200 back from that.
You get your money back, basically, to use on the ship.
It was $518 for the port fees and the other taxes that they have on it. It was $518 for 2 people for 7 nights. That's really good. But then if you want to add the gratuities to it, tipping the people, I think it came up to $718 for 2 people. So I did that. I then went to look at doing Faster to the Fun because Greg and I have this is our fourth Carnival ship. And we like to get on board a little bit earlier. So I paid for that, and I was able to use the onboard credit, the $200 onboard credit for that. So $718 for a 7-night cruise, I thought was really amazing. And I was able to get onboard credit for that.
Ben, we would send you food if we could get it to you on time where it's still hot and fresh. So DoorDash is probably the best we could do. There needs to be a bar in every ship casino.
Right.
I agree with that. And $100 for
seafood check. Okay.
I could use $100 for my bar tab or whatever and probably not even use it all. I don't have to drink. I don't have to drink all the time on a cruise.
When you have the drink package, you feel like you don't worry about drinking.
But then you feel like
when you don't have the drink package, then you're right. You're a little bit more cautious.
Yeah, but you also feel like you have to get your money's worth and drink your life away, basically, when you have a drink package, and I don't like that. So we never get to the whatever it is, 15 drinks a day. I mean, my poor liver, oh my God, I have to drink water all day long, off and on.
Carla says, don't feel bad. I've never seen a home Steelers game on there. I remember because growing up West Coast after I moved from England. There was no Bills fans. The Bills stunk when I came over here. O.J. Simpson was traded to the Niners. The Bills stunk until the early 80s, and then they stunk again for a while. And then the Jim Kelly era,
they're just a stinky,
4 Super Bowls.
Yes. Team.
So there was not a lot of Bills fans. And I remember going to the 1991 San Francisco game. At the time, it was the only NFL game with not a punt, and that's when Steve Young was playing, Jim Kelly was playing, and I was walking down, and the Bills fans, there are like 13 of them, and they're saying, "Let's go Buffalo!" And I'm like, I was in awe. I've never seen that many Bills fans. Yes, and I was like floored, and I just can only imagine. I'll probably start crying the day that I see a home game and realize. And then I don't even want to talk about shopping, going into their stadium.
Oh my gosh.
I welcome in Jamie. Mike Woodbury, welcome. Our buddy Mike Woodbury.
Welcome.
Yes, who was our witness for our ceremony.
He was. Thank you.
So did I finish the other thing?
know.
So I'm excited about the Firenze. Gosh, I had to even think about it. It is going to be different from a normal Carnival ship because it is Italian themed ship. They're not going to have some of the same stuff on
I
there.
hope they have like a nice what do they call it? Well, sauna and
Spa.
yeah, spa and all that. I hope they have something like that.
Yep. Did we cover everything that we were going to cover?
I think we did. Yep.
So thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you. We
Again,
went a
3
little over.
announcements. First one is the Amazing Race. We are going to prepare for that video to go for the Amazing Race, and Greg will be the driver. I will be the navigator because we don't want to end up in Argentina.
Oh my gosh.
And
provided that we even get chosen.
Yes, we made the big announcement that 2 weeks why we weren't live is because Greg and I got married. So we're pretty hush about what we do, but we thought it was time that we did it. So
thank you, Dan.
Yes. And then the last thing that we said was we're going on the Firenze. So
Yeah.
hey, Mike, I need to get with you on that of possibilities of what might happen. So Mike lives halfway between us and the Long Beach port.
What might happen?
Yeah, we might need his help in terms of getting to the airport.
Oh my gosh.
But we'll reach out to you, Mike.
You really have to think about if we made
Thank you,
it.
Mercy.
If we made it, thank you so much. If we made it, all the crazy things we might have to do and how physical it will be and how much we will push ourselves past our limits of no return. So like bungee jumping, high, sky rises, and so I've never done anything like that.
Jumping out of a plane.
Oh, good Lord. God only knows what they would have people do. So you just can't be prepared. But
I could eat anything. I don't care. If there's a challenge, I don't care. I'll eat that. I'll drink it.
You'll eat that. But thank you, everybody. We will.
Wow. Jamie said she issued the first same-sex marriage in Tucson. It was fabulous.
Awesome.
Yes, that is really awesome.
That is very cool. And thank you again, everybody, for your support.
Thank you for the super chats.
Thank you,
Carla,
Mercy, again.
Anthony, Carnival Cruise Addicts.
Yes,
thank you so much.
So much.
Yeah, would have to tow a shark across a bridge that had a clown on top of it. Don't forget the clown, man.
Oh my gosh.
I'd poop in my pants if that was
the
case on it. We actually did walk across the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yes,
we went to, because it has 2 tall pillars. We walked from one end of it to the first pillar, and I was okay.
Yep. Our friends Mike and David were with us, and David was going to go back, and he saw us walking. We still kept going. I turned around, and here comes David and Mike. I'm like, oh my gosh, how awesome. I said, we are so proud of you, David. He went all the way to the first pillar with us. So we stayed around, and then we walked back.
David has a fear of heights.
Yeah.
I have a fear of tall bridges that will collapse. So I think,
oh my gosh,
I think Jim hit it on the head. D&G are going to race on a free cruise ship to catch a wedding in Buffalo, I think.
Oh my gosh.
You got it. You're hilarious, Jim. All right, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
You all have a nice night.
Yes, we appreciate all the love and support. It's been a very fun last couple of weeks. The journey has been incredible.
And we are just getting started.
So good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
I'm Gregory.
I'm Derek.
And in case you forget our names,
I'm Little Explorer.
And I'm used to doing that.
And as Walt Disney once said,
we are just getting started.
Have a great night, everyone.
Good night. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.